Is Anjali. Uh, I'm going to present today the project management simulation, and here I go. So, agenda of this presentation today is project overview, CPI, which is cost performance index, and SPI, schedule performance index, quality and motivation index. Then risk management, cost allocation, lessons learned, and my perspective about if I was a project manager or if I have to give someone a project, then uh, I would choose what platform, and then dislikes and likes and dislikes about Simultrain. So here is the project overview, and there are the three screenshots of different platforms. First is for e-commerce, and second is for Agile Hybrid, and third is for Agile. You can see different performance indices here, which I'm going to explain in the presentation. Moving forward, this is the slide for cost, which I've compared. First is for e-commerce. So at the end of week one execution, e-commerce was not stable. As you can see, the graph is dipping to 78% because decision of choosing virtual hosting exceeding our budget by 25%, which is a lot. And in the if we talk about Agile Hybrid, in the end of week one execution for Agile Hybrid, our cost performance in this was 74%, which is lower than the e-commerce. And again, we chose here virtual hosting and some technical solutions for our team that impacted our cost. And in Agile, the CPI was at 82%. Again, choosing virtual hosting technical solutions impacted the cost a little bit in the Agile methodology. So here's the budget for cost for all three of the platforms. And next is schedule. So at the end of the week one for e-commerce, the SPI was quite stable. That is 93%, which is fairly good. And for Agile Hybrid in the week end of the week execution one, SPI was dipped at 74%. Agile for the Agile SPI was at lowest, that is 60%. As I've analyzed the reasons of dropping schedule so tremendously in order of these three, that first is that we spent too much time on meetings, team meetings, because some of them were like Fred. Fred was not happy like all the time, so we had so many meetings with Fred, and for social gatherings like lunches and barbecues. So it impacted our cost as well as our schedule. These were the two main reasons, according to me. And then we come to quality. Quality for e-commerce, the project initial days had a shaky start in terms of work quality. The lowest was 85% at the end of execution one. For Agile Hybrid, the index score was 85%, and for the Agile, it was 91%. So, according to me, our quality decreased in e-commerce and Agile Hybrid due to minimum resources we had for these two executions. Because in the first, for e-commerce and Agile Hybrid, we only had three people uh, who can actually provide us their work with all the activities and tasks. So fewer number of resources resulted in less quality reviews. We didn't have enough people to send for quality reviews. And in Agile, it was different than these two because we had enough resources from the start of the project. Like from the day one, we had enough resources to put on different activities. So we could use our resources accordingly. Um, Risk. I was able to respond. So here are the three charts for three of the platforms. First is for e-commerce, and then Agile Hybrid, and then Agile. I was able to respond to risk quickly from the start of the execution because I have planned risks very closely. and I monitored them, and risk register was updated, up to date. And the management in this was 91% for e-commerce, 89 for agile hybrid, and 88 for agile respectively. In all the three executions, I only failed to treat one of the risks, that is lack of management, which had the probability of 0.2% to occur. And if we talk about motivation, so good technology decisions we made from the start, trainings and one-on-one meetings, getting end users involved, and lunches and barbecues impacted our motivation very positively for all the three executions. So for the scores was e-commerce is 120%, agile hybrid is 122%, and for agile is 121%, which is good. And these all are the cost allocation and hours we invested and the cost, and you can see all of three are well managed. And lessons learned. So what worked well? I really think that decision has to be made in best interest of our team, because even if we have to selfish at some point, just be selfish for your team because it's your team. And second, responding to risk in a timely manner can reduce or nullify its effect, which I did. Make sure the employees has a required skill set to complete the task. And when you involve the team members in decision you make for the project, whatever it is, even if it is a small decision or it is a big decision, they work more efficiently and they show more interest towards your project. They feel like it's their own project that they have to deliver on time. And if we talk about what did not work well, I think most of the qualified team members were not available in week one, as I said earlier. In e-commerce and agile hybrid, we had like we didn't have enough resources. So, and second is no specific budget for public relations and gatherings as lunches and barbecues. We didn't have any a separate budget for that. And resources with designated skills are finding difficulty to complete the task, like in activity two, even with the marketing specialty, Livio and Marco, they fail to complete the task 100%. So if I was a project manager, or if I had to give someone a platform, I would definitely choose Agile, because in Agile method, we had all the resources from day one. I think it was the best approach for a project, because it was easier for us to perform or perfect ourselves in all the aspects. And then agile method encourages team to accept change. I mean, you can mold the situation according to you. You can mold the factors, whatever you are using, your tools and stuff. You can mold according to yourself in agile. That is why it is agile. It is meant itself that agile is that how you will uh, align your project schedules and project management. And this is why, so it definitely increased the production cost of the project significantly. I think that is why most of the team members on most of the project teams avoid this type of method, agile method. And agile methods motivate us that change is not something we should be worrying about. The most important thing here is customer feedback and adapting to changing market strategy, which leads to a more successful project. And in the last, agile project management is a better way. I would say it's the best way, but we have to compare all of the three. So the possible or the best way or safe way to say it's a better way in comparison to two of them to create high quality products, results, and service in highly competitive market. So, what I like and dislike about the simultrain. So, likes first the outlay of the office, it was really helpful, and the Gantt diagram, it was really helpful because I can see and manage all the activities, and racy metrics and suggestion from the expert for every decision for every step. Like Michael was giving us the all the reassurance for our decision. That was the best, I think. And the section of lesson learned was very helpful and detailed. So that's what I like about simultrain. So there are some dislikes that about simultrain. So first is that there was no option to go back. Like like for example, if I have made some decision according to the situation, I can't go back and undo it. Like you know, I couldn't I couldn't change my decision. It was like permanent. And the second was no replacement for the staff members. So even if someone is not able to do their work properly, even if they have like proper skill set, I didn't have choice to replace my staff members. The third is no explanation for the task not completed, even if the team members had enough skill set. So whenever they didn't complete the task properly, they come up with the I can't do this, but it it never like it was never like they were giving us like proper information about that why are they not able to do the particular task. So that was one thing, and that's it. Thank you so much.